She didn't scream. She didn't rush to explain. She simply stood there, damp shoulders glistening under the bathroom light, wisps of steam curling through the air, and looked at me like I had just set her entire world ablaze. I didn't shout. I didn't throw anything. All I said was, "How long has it been?" She went still. And in that instant of heavy silence, I already understood. But before I take you back to everything that led to that moment, hit that subscribe button, because what unraveled that night didn't just end my marriage. It pulled the curtain back on a truth that wrecked everything I thought I knew. I'm Jacob, 35 years old. And up until recently, I'd have told you my relationship was solid. Claire and I were together for 7 years, married for 5. She was reserved, sweet, structured, the type who never missed a yoga session, worked as a paralegal at a decent-sized law office, and disliked anything unpredictable. Me. I build things. Carpentry's my trade. I lead a simple life, calloused hands, terrible memory for anniversaries, but I was always steady, faithful, grounded. We weren't perfect, but I believe we were doing okay. Until the shifts began, small ones at first. It started with her phone. Claire used to leave it face up on the kitchen counter or charging, unlocked on her nightstand. Then one day, it had a passcode. She told me it was work-related. I trusted her. Then came the late hours. A different scent on her. A yoga mat that always looked untouched. She'd glance at her phone, smile faintly and quickly say, "Just Kara from the office." But Kara had recently given birth. She hadn't returned to work in weeks. Still, I kept quiet. I didn't want to seem obsessive or paranoid. But one night, while fixing a cracked leg on our dining table, I noticed her phone buzz on the counter. She'd already gone to bed. I know I shouldn't have touched it, but I did. One message. No contact photo. Just a name. I can't stop thinking about last night. Your hands. It knocked the breath right out of me. But I didn't confront her, not immediately. I needed certainty. For the next 2 weeks, I watched her closely, not like a creep, but like a man trying to figure out how the life he built was crumbling beneath him. She'd leave for hot yoga and come back without a drop of sweat. Claimed she was staying late at work, but the office told me she hadn't stayed past 5 p.m. in weeks. Then came the tipping point. I borrowed her car one afternoon and found an old movie stub tucked beneath the passenger seat. Not 1, but 2 tickets. Same theater, same showing time. Claire had never mentioned going, and I sure wasn't the one she sat beside. That's when I knew. I thought about how I'd bring it up. I played it out in my head over and over. And finally, on a regular Thursday evening, she came home late again. She said nothing, went straight into the bathroom, and turned on the shower. I stood outside the door, staring at the handle. When the water stopped, I walked in. She was standing there in a towel, with hair hanging down, face soft and unsuspecting. "How long has it been?" I asked again. She didn't ask what I was talking about. She didn't deny it. She didn't act confused. She simply froze, like someone who's been carrying a live grenade and finally heard it tick. Then she lowered herself onto the edge of the bathtub, still clutching the towel close, and whispered, "Jacob, I never meant to hurt you." That was her first sentence. Not, "It's not what you think." Not, "Let me explain." Just that. She told me his name was Colin, a client. Divorced. Smart. Magnetic. It started during a late-night work session. One drink became dinner. Dinner became something hidden. "For a while," she said, "I felt seen again. Not just your wife. Someone different. Desired." I asked her if she loved him. She didn't speak, and her silence told me everything I needed to know. I stood there, numb. I don't even know how long. Then I turned, walked out, and spent the night in my truck. When I came back in the morning, she was gone. She left a note. It didn't say much, just, "You deserve better." I didn't know how to leave without breaking you. But I ended up breaking you anyway. That was 4 months ago. I've since moved into a small converted workspace behind my brother's garage. I still build things with my hands. I'm still trying to fix what I can. Except I haven't figured out how to fix me yet. But here's what I've realized. Not all betrayal arrives with shouting or chaos. Sometimes it walks in quietly, with tired eyes, and a voice that doesn't ask for forgiveness. Sometimes it just says, "You deserved better." If any part of the story struck a nerve, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Not every story ends in revenge or redemption. Some just end. And sometimes that's okay too. Until next time, be truthful, ask the hard question, and really listen to what's left unsaid.